Hey, what's up, guys? Thank y'all for joining the RIP tonight. It feels good to be back after that pretty long bye week in which, if you weren't riding with the chef and Big Pig Joe, I feel bad for you because some money was being made. We were coloring up and cashing checks. Good to be back, man. Welcome in, guys. Remember, this is going to be a regular production. It seems now it started at 7 p.m. We wanted to do it consistently at 7. That looks like it's going to start being closer to 8 p.m. We had some technical difficulties to start out this episode, to get this one rolling. So we got started a couple minutes late. We apologize for that. I'm your host, the Master Chef, and joining me, I got Laney's Locks and the kid himself, Big Pig Joe. What's up, boys?
I mean, look at us just wearing matching hoodies.
Wow, didn't even notice, man. I guess this is going to be like the new uniform, Ramblin' Raiders, the RIP uni. Joe, we'll send you one in the mail. Hey, yeah, make sure y'all are getting the chat going early. Hopefully y'all can hear Joe, because that's the reason we were having some technical difficulties working out that fiasco from last week's ep. If you can hear Joe, hit us with a thumbs up or let us know. If not, Joe, you're going to be freaking your neighbors out, man, because you're going to have to scream out there. But I think we're good. It should be coming through. Guys, the RIP is, we got sports gambling, Texas Tech hype, and some generally questionable behavior each and every week. Excited to get into that this week. This is also, I think, the third week in a row that we've done, or third RIP in a row that we've just done straight cut, man. Okay, if you haven't already, if you guys could subscribe to our YouTube channel, just hit that little bell down there at the bottom, kind of close to the comment section. Hit us with a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and help us grow this YouTube channel. We're almost at 300 subscribers, so we're really thankful for that. The Dirty 3-0, we need 3 more to get to the Dirty 300. So hit us with a subscription there, drop us a sub, and then also remember to continue to follow on Apple Pods, Spotify, and then our social medias. We're on Facebook. The page is Ramblin' Raiders Podcast. And then on Instagram and Twitter, it's at Ramblin' Raiders. Man, just the amount of times I've made that announcement, dude. I mean, we're working on at least 180, man. I mean, of just reminding y'all where you can follow us on all of our social medias. That's where we put out some of the best content anyway. So make sure you're checking that out. Opening remarks, guys. We've been hot. We've been on a roll. I got our boy CFB, CFB Meme Zone. CFB, I think CFP. Meme Zone, absolutely cooking videos right now, dude. He's got some hype videos coming. Joe, walk us through it, man. I mean, what's it like to have bookies sweating everywhere and have Vegas looking at your card? Yeah.
We have yet to hear from anybody in the chat, though, that if you're being heard or not. It's still unknown.
5 watching. We pray you guys can hear Joe. Hey, I'll tell you this. Joe, as you see in the intro RIP song, says actually the one guy who actually wins money gambling. It doesn't happen for the chef often. I need to go get my hat. But I will say, last 2 weeks, man, what some are deeming the great teaser of our time. I put 2 of them out there, both of them cashed. I have to thank Lane for the first one that he missed because I didn't get it in on time. So I took LSU out. I put Texas Tech in, cash money, and then last week again the second what other people are calling the great teaser of our time hit again. Also, boys, 4-0. 4-0 on Unity hits.
Joe, you're screwed, man. They still can't hear you. The people still can't get your picks.
How? I agree. Y'all really can't hear Joe. Joe, just speak into that microphone, big dog.
Not good.
I feel like because we're hearing you better than we did the week before. So I don't know. That's weird. I know y'all can hear us with our mic. We'll just keep it going, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out. We tried everything, but it should be a little bit louder, a little bit better than last week. So great teaser. And then also I had one push with Kansas last week. Hit 2 other ones. It was USC and I forgot the other bet I laid down, but hit both of them. just been on a tear, man. The week before went undefeated. Like right now, I mean, the Chef's riding hot. Big Pick Joe's riding hot. Laney's Locks is going to get in on the action. And again, I'm going to reemphasize that 4-0 on Unity hits.
Unity hits is a must. For if you're following us on Twitter, you have to hit Unity. We're not going to miss on that one. I mean, we really dive deep on those hits, and they haven't missed yet. I know we've sweated a couple out, but they're automatic.
I love Renee's comment in the chat. Hit that like button if you can't hear Joe. Yeah, drop us a sub if you can't hear Joe, and make sure you hit that like button. Okay, shot of the week. Wherever you're at, wherever you're watching, whether it's on the plains of West Texas or the metro of Austin, Houston, Dallas, what have you, get your bottles out, pour yourself a little bit of cut, a responsible amount. Don't mind if I don't top you off there,
That's good.
big dog.
Thank you.
I mean, you sound good over here, man, so I don't, if they can't hear you, I don't know what.
We're going to have to do something with the computer.
We're going to have to go back and figure something out and get the old drawing board out. But, hey, cheers to hopefully another hot week on the books and getting Texas Tech back in the win column where they belong. We'll do the Mighty Joe spin right here. There it is. Cheers, everybody. Shot of the week, just your average cut.
Woo!
Okay, now we can get to the good stuff. West Virginia Hate Week, man. We're playing the Mountaineers for the John Denver Bowl. They're coming off debatably their best win of the year, beating Baylor at home 43-40.
Essentially their only win of the year.
I mean, what was a dogfight? A lot of people didn't have them in that one, so bowed their backs, and they've been battle-tested. Like Tech, you know, they've had a pretty daunting schedule. Some of the teams they played were a little bit higher, you know, I think more highly ranked at the beginning of the year than they are now. They didn't pan out as a lot of people thought. But at the beginning of the season, it was Texas Tech, West Virginia. The first half of their seasons are going to be absolutely brutal, and it's true. So they played, you know, don't let their 3-3 record fool you, just like people shouldn't be fooled by our 3-3 record. You know, both these teams have gone through the gauntlet and seen a lot of action. Tech opened up as a 7-point favorite. I think it's dropped down to 6.5 now. That hook is dirty. I don't know if we're going to be hitting it, but, you know, feel free to ride the Joey McGuire train and ride the wave on that one. Also, guys, the return of Texas Tech legend, best quarterback to play at Tech from a record standpoint, leads in total yards and
He's the best Texas Tech quarterback.
is it touchdowns too? No, it's not touchdowns, but he most passing yards of any quarterback Texas Tech of all time.
He's got probably the most wins.
He definitely could be. I mean, he's, you know, goated, legendary, man. Graham Harrell, Ring of Honor inductee. Or actually, no, he hadn't had it happen yet, but he'll be coming up soon. Graham Harrell returns as the offensive coordinator for the Mountaineers. And then head coach Neil Brown also making a return to Lubbock. He's been back, you know, before Graham was able to return. He's been back prior. But one former player, another former coach.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool storyline.
Cool storyline. They're definitely going to be familiar with the Jones, so expect West Virginia to be ready to go. Look, the opening remarks on West Virginia for me are honestly, until last week, they were probably, in my opinion, the most disappointing team in the Big 12 to this point. And then they got a huge win against Baylor that's kind of set them, and it's got people thinking, you know, okay, this team's not that bad. There's literally every team in the Big 12 can go. So every week's super important. This one's no different.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game. I just remember I do this every week. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to pull the 3 top comments of why, you know, I put a test out every week for whatever hate week we're doing this week. Obviously, West Virginia Hate Week. The 3 give us, you know, the reason you hate their fan base the most, or why do you hate West Virginia? And we had some really good responses. So I'll go pull that up here in a little bit. Don't let me forget. You know, whenever the beer starts flowing, man, I become forgetful. Hell, even when the water's flowing, I become forgetful.
And Pat said, don't forget, man, those shots are going to be flowing a lot smoother in the 806 come Friday and Saturday.
Lane, we forgot. Yeah, it's, you know, Graham Harrell, great Texas Tech quarterback, return. Yeah, Graham Harrell, return. Neil Brown. What about the Griffon bros, man? A couple of just, I mean, I'll go ahead and say, like, maybe not legends, but, like,
legends in our own
mind, you know, to all the alcoholics out there in Lubbock, like we were, you know, legends because we were buying them shots at the bar all the time, and they definitely remembered that. But, yeah, dude, how about our great return? Now, I promise we won't be wearing matching, like, Under Armour
We
sweater
might be
either.
matching, but not an Under Armour sweatshirt. So we'll be wearing maybe some Ramblin' gear, some Red Raider gear. But me and Jackson will be in Lubbock, looking to have a good time. Hey, if you're there, hit us up for some shots and shimmies. We'd love to party with everybody.
We'll post where we're at. We'll be repping our gear, and so we'll love to see any of our followers, buy y'all a drink, chat it up. Have you whip out your phone and subscribe to our YouTube channel right there. But yeah, man, we're going to be partying, having a great time. Actually going to do a crossover episode in collaboration with Guns Up Nation in their state-of-the-art studio, a little bit better than the mall setup that we have here, somewhat. But yeah, really excited to get with them, get with John in the studio, and talk it up. Joe, any just.
I might just buy the whole damn bar, like shots.
I was going to say that, yeah, dude, that was our claim to fame was like, we didn't want anyone having a bad time, just like we don't want anyone having a bad time with this podcast. Listening to this podcast, we definitely don't want anyone having a bad time at the bar. So come find us. We'll buy you a beer. I'll say the bank account looks a lot different than it did back in college, so it won't be too big of a dent for us, getting y'all some drinks. Really excited to be back in Lubbock. I haven't been back for a game since 2018. When Lane and Joe were living together, we're still in college, and then we went up there for the UT game when Kingsbury was around. So that's how long it's been since I've been back.
Yeah, it's been the following year for me. I went back and visited Joe one time, and that was it. Never went back again.
Never went back, man. So here we go, the great return. Okay, West Virginia. Let's take a look at their. Excuse me. We're gonna take a look at their personnel. Talk through it a little bit. Quarterback JT Daniels, if that name sounds familiar, he was at Georgia before he got set down by old
Stetson
Fratson Bennett. Yeah, honestly, crazy story. Love his just what he's been able to do as a walk-on. I mean, he's the king of Georgia right now. After winning them a natty, like that guy's gonna be a legend there forever. So, anyways, fast forward, JT Daniels, can't get any PT. Goes to West Virginia. They're really hyped about him coming in.
I don't really like his smug face.
Thank you. I mean, someone had to say it, right? Like, something about the guy's just a little off. He hasn't been overly dominant or impressive this season. He's still capable, and inside, within a Graham Harrell scheme and offense, he's capable. They do, they put up points, but I wouldn't say he's maybe lived up to the hype that West Virginia fans thought he was going to live up to.
No, I don't think so either. I think there's a reason Stetson Bennett sat him down. We're seeing it. He's not a bad quarterback. He's definitely not a great quarterback.
No.
So a lot of opportunity, I think, for the Texas Tech defense to maybe take advantage here and shut this West Virginia offense down.
And I will say, I think some of his lack of production is due to that offensive line. Their offensive line is really bad, guys. Probably the worst in the Big 12. They're down there at the bottom, so he's dealing with that adversity. He's thrown 9 TDs on the season with 3 interceptions attached to that. Some say that the pick 6 against Pitt still haunts him to this day. I mean, that really might have just rocked him to his core, and he hadn't been able to get over it since.
Well, if I remember correctly in that game, they also had a throw that could have been counted as a reception.
So you're saying he got double bubbled?
He got double bubbled because that was a field goal to either win or I think maybe win or tie that game for sure.
Yeah.
And it's still to this day disputed that it might have been a catch.
Yeah. Can't hear Joe. Uh-oh, that's coming from Big Brother Petrie. I might just pull Did you take your mic out? All right, keep talking. We'll see.
Just yell every time you want to talk.
So here we go. This was the other big one. So yeah, the Pitt interception that we were all together watching. James was a part of that in the chat at Buffalo Wild Wings. Still haunts him. Get a load of this, guys. Dude's been sacked 8 times for a total of in yards lost, 57 yards. 57-yard loss over in 8 sacks, dude. That's.
I mean, our defensive line
wow.
Linebackers should really be licking their chops.
I was gonna say,
and we should pin our ears back and get after him. I mean, if we do, he's going to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
We're going to shut down the run game. I mean, our defense could really take advantage as well as they've played. I think this could be a big game for our defense.
Some are saying Tyree Wilson hadn't stopped smiling since Monday. Like he got to watch film a little bit early, and it was Christmas morning for him. So got to get after the quarterback. Got to get after Daniels. West Virginia has a stable of young running backs that can really hurt you. They ran for I think it was around 200 yards. One of their guys. their main back, Mateus Jr. Mathis, one of those. I think it's Mathis Jr. He had like 120-something yards on the ground. They can run pretty effectively. They just can't protect their quarterback. Again, Matthias or Mathis Jr. is the primary back. He's got 92 carries, 459 yards on the season. Really, really, solid. But they use three guys consistently. So they also have C.J. Donaldson has 389 yards in the year with 56 carries. That's good usage. And then lastly, they have their guy Justin Johnson Jr. A bunch of juniors here, man. All these juniors. He's got 253 yards, 52 carries. So you got two backs behind the main guy who are looking at 50 carries through the season. That's pretty solid usage. Expect Matthias to be their main dude. He's the one that tore Baylor up. But yeah, they got a stable running backs line.
Yeah, they got a couple good receivers too, but they're not as good as I agree with. I believe it was Renee in the chat saying their receivers don't catch the ball like our receivers or Oklahoma State's receivers. They have really three good receivers in my opinion that they'll distribute the ball through. But Renee's absolutely right. They're not as good as Texas Tech receivers, Oklahoma State receivers, some of the receiving cores we've seen. So I think our DB can really have a big game. I don't think their passing game is going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to protect JT Daniels. And the receivers are going to get locked up by some of our DBs.
A solid DB, yeah. So I will say they have three guys that are over 300 yards on the season. I'm with y'all. They're not near as good as Okie State. Luckily for them, they have Graham Harrell as their offensive coordinator, so they do find success. It's a little bit more of a balanced attack. But, they'll sling it around. They got some guys who, at least in the are able to, put it in the end zone. They like to throw whenever they get down there in the red zone. So the three names to look out for, Bryce Ford Wheaton. He leads in yardage with 463 yards in the season on 40 receptions. He's the guy. He's the touchdown dude. He's got 4 TDs on the year. Leads their receiving core there. Also, you have Caden Prather. Had a huge game last week against Baylor, 109 yards and a touch. He's got 369 yards on the season with 3 TDs. They like to target him a good amount. Keep an eye out for him. Caden Prather really coming off of a hot week against Baylor. And then last, Sam James, 23 receptions, 357 yards, 2 touchdowns. So these guys score. Those are their 3 main ones. If we can keep them in check, I think we'll be okay.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm slowly talking myself into a -6.5 bet for Texas Tech. I don't like their offense matched up against our defense. I think this could be a dominant game for Tex D.
It's not going to take much to convince me to hammer Texas Tech in the spread. Defensive end, I'll run through it quick, guys. Their anchor in the middle of the D is their junior linebacker, Lee Kapogba.
I'm just going to call him Pogba.
Oh, yeah. So I like it. Okay, Lee Pogba. He leads the team in tackles with 38 total tackles, and he's got a fumble recovery. Look out for him.
For him he'll pin his ears back and attack the quarterback as well. 2 sacks on the year, so he'll come after the quarterback when he gets the opportunity to. So
yeah, solid. And then also in the secondary, their main guy is Marcus Floyd. He is the second leading tackler on the team. 29 total tackles. 20 of those were solo. Kind of an indictment on the defense as a whole. If your safety's having to make a lot of open field tackles, and as we're going to get into later, this defense does give up a lot of points and a lot of passing yards. But he's got he leads their team with 3 deflections on the season. He's a veteran leader, I believe. If I remember seeing that right, a junior or senior. So keep an eye out for him. And then also Dante Sills, he's a beast up front, leads their team in sacks with 2.5. He's no Tyree Wilson. He's no, the guy, I forgot his name already, 91 on Kansas State, the main dude for Oklahoma State. So it's just like a poor man's version of all these other good defensive lines.
I will say
that's who you got to watch out for.
That's the guy I think that could disrupt this game is Dante Sills. If he's able to get pressure on Morton or Smith, whoever starts, likely to be Morton. But if he is able to get pressure, that can stir some things up. So we got to make sure to keep him blocked. That's the only way I really see them stopping our offense is getting pressure on the quarterback. So
yeah. What up, NB? I'm sorry. We'll get the chat back up here in a second. Lane's got it. What's the ECO is real bad, yo? Oh, the echo's bad. Here, let me move this mic back. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Sorry, guys. We got these mics involved because we didn't like the sound, the quality of the audio, and we're having some difficulties with it. Hopefully that's a little bit better. looks like it's green up there on the audio mixer bar. So maybe some of that whole video, maybe some of that got a little bit better. Joe, when Joe gets going, if y'all really can't hear him, it's that bad, then I'll just pull the plug on the mics and we'll try to go over with it. Real quick, West Virginia vulnerabilities. We love when the other team is vulnerable in certain areas. Here's where West Virginia does not stack up. Might have the worst O-line, I already talked about it, in the Big 12. Daniels has negative 37 rushing yards on the season because they factor in sacks, which is kind of weird with the quarterback's total rush yards. So let that marinate for a second. Minus 37 yards on the season. The dude's not mobile, but he's not that slow. That tells you how bad their O-line is. Their offense is still capable. They can score points, and they've proven that thanks to Harrell as their OC. I'm always going to talk about my boy. But it's still, guys, there's opportunity there. There's opportunity to, like Lane said, pin your ears back, get after the quarterback, make them pay. Secondly, West Virginia's defense gives up a lot of points. They're giving up roughly 45 points in Big 12 play right now. They've played Texas, Baylor, and Kansas, and they've given up an average of 45 points in conference play. Later on, I'm going to talk about their secondary is giving up a lot through the air. That's where they're weak, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think we can really attack them with our pass. I think that's probably why we're going to see Morton get to start. We're going to run the high-octane Kitley offense that he likes to, spread it all around the field, throw the ball a lot, and we can really take advantage of their secondary.
Yes, sir. Okay, so Texas Tech wins if they play mistake-free football. I know that sounds elementary and redundant, but Texas Tech's better than West Virginia on paper. They should, if everything goes according to plan, you look at the statistics and break down all the analysis, Tech's better on paper. They should win this game by a touchdown, by 10 points, playing it at home. To ensure that's going to happen, take care of the ball, don't have senseless turnovers, and also don't commit senseless penalties. That's going to shoot yourself in the foot inevitably. This is a game they should win if you play solid, clean, mistake-free football. Also, got to protect the Messiah, man. Protect Baron Morton, the prophet. Baron Morton at all costs. If he's healthy and this O-line gives him time to get through his reads, watch out. I think he has a huge game in his first start at home. He's just like the boys on the RRIP. He's a little show pony, man. He likes to get out there, is it a morning game or a night?
It's going to be afternoon.
Afternoon game. So he's going to get under the Texas sun within the Jones. That crowd's going to be, ruckus and lively. And I have a feeling that if we can protect him and he's healthy, dude's going to blow up in that.
I would love a prop bet. I would hammer Bryn Morton throwing 400-plus yards. Watch out. I have a feeling in Zach Kitley's offense, they're going to, keep their foot on the gas and no holding back, man. They're going to pull the plug, and it's just going to go off. So Baron Morton going lights out. We saw what he could do against Oklahoma State. Got to protect him. Get pressure on Daniels. I won't harp on that. We've already talked about it, guys. Our audio's screwed. People are saying echo is bad. Still haven't heard Joe.
Echo is bad. Derek. What's up, Derek? No, it's on the studio side. The echo is bad. Okay, here's what we'll do.
Just play.
Friends,
We're going unplugged.
we're getting rid of the mic. The echo, I did notice the echo was a little bit bad on the last one we did, but I didn't think it was that bad. You guys aren't being dramatic on me now, are you?
That's what they claim.
Hey, but we're here to serve you. No, I actually thank y'all. I'm kidding all aside. Please continue to tell us what's wrong in the with the audio, because we want to tweak it and fix it so that
we don't have these issues.
We don't have these issues. It's for your viewing pleasure. So maybe y'all can hear us better now. It looks like the mic aux is relatively normal.
Joe, give us an opinion on what you think about this game.
For the Tech game?
Yes.
I think Tech wins if, like what Jay was saying, if we don't have senseless penalties and if our quarterback can stay healthy. I think that's the big thing. If our quarterbacks can play to what they're accustomed to being, what they're accustomed to playing at, I think we win this game. I don't know if we cover, but I think we definitely win the game.
Hey, I trust Joe, man. He's the money man. Real quick, I will say
they can hear Joe now too, apparently.
So it was the mic. Damn it, I knew it. Okay, they can hear Joe better. That's good. We got at least y'all will be able to hear Joe for his picks. I think it's time we retire this bad boy, man. It appears to be a lot better. Oh, yeah. Hey, Joe, the people can hear you now, man. They're super excited.
I'm back. Hey, no, I actually have a page.
Shit, he's
I was
back.
about to sign language my picks to y'all.
Yeah, I love it. So, I was going to tell y'all, Harold, he's going to look to get the ball, get Daniels going early in this game, get the ball out quickly, spread it around the way he knows how, the way he likes to do it. Tech's front seven need to take advantage of this weak O-line, get home on Daniels, disrupt the flow of their offense, and create some pressure. And then lastly, fast start. The Mountaineers don't have the firepower to mount a large comeback. We saw what happened when they went on the road at UT. They were getting blown out early. They never were able to really get it going together and get the bus moving in the right direction. So Tech, if you can start fast and just kind of jump on them early, dig them in a hole, I think you should be able to kind of coast to a W if you get a quick start. So,
and I think for Texas Tech this week, this is a must-win. If we want to talk about being a team that goes to a bowl game, gets 6, 7, 8 wins, wherever you're having us finishing, this is a must-win game. We have to win. We're not going to make a bowl game if we lose this game.
Hey, dude, you heard it here
first.
Hey,
fellas, should we take a shot to good audio?
I mean, sure.
I mean, we're not going to have you ever known us to say no?
Well, actually, I already got one poured.
And this is when Haley, his wife's going to come home and be like, damn it, I forgot that y'all were recording the RIP
she's
tonight.
getting her nails done.
Joe's in his boxers on the couch eating Taco Bell. Actually, no, that's going to be me. What'd you say?
Oh, Astros.
Catherine's getting fired up about
Those
some baseball.
of you that are watching this instead of the Astros game, I commend you. Stroh's
bases loaded.
A lot of
one out.
Rangers fans.
Let's get it going, Stroh.
Y'all are Rangers fans. Not all of you are from Houston.
Hey, last thing I'll say before we rip these, Joe. Okay, never mind. All right, Joe already committed.
Joe already ripped it. Real quick before I take mine to MJ's
one.
question here. Bryn starting, question mark. Everything I've seen points to that. Yeah, everything we've seen points to the same thing. He took majority of the reps, starting reps through practice. Joey McGuire seemed to think he was healthy. He was moving outside of the pocket, so I don't think there's anything holding him back. I think we're going to see Morton start, and I don't think we're going to see him come out. I think it's going to be his game.
Yeah, I'll say this. I would be absolutely shocked if you do not see number 2 starting with for Texas Tech on offense.
Unless he gets hurt, I don't think he gets pulled.
That he's a battler. He was banged up at the end of that game against Oklahoma State last week or 2 weeks ago, and he just kept going, man. Even when most people thought the game was over, he just kept freaking playing. I respect that out of more.
Some people can say that about my life, really.
Well,
I just keep going.
I was gonna say he's just like us, man. He's gritty as hell, dude. Lane just keeps moving forward.
All right, I'm ready. I got another full boy poured up.
Woo. Okay, I'm going to finish this segment before we get to the ride-along with Big Pick Joe. Lastly, marquee matchup, guys. For me, Lane might have a different one. Tech's receiving core versus West Virginia's secondary. West Virginia's secondary is giving up close to 325 yards through the air in Big 12 play. You take Baron Morton, the Messiah. You take Zach Kitley. You pair those guys together. Lightning in a bottle. It's like Entourage was. Lightning in a bottle, dude. Absolutely electric. A team that's given up 325 yards in the secondary through 3 games in Big 12 play, I like those odds. I'm saying that we can absolutely expose them in the pass game.
For
Mrs.
me,
Chef.
For me, the matchup, I'm kind of going back and forth. I really want to challenge, hopefully our O-line, man, can get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, how long has it been since we've had a healthy freaking quarterback? It seems like every other week we're talking about some injury with our QB. For years we've been talking about it. I want to see our O-line step up, keep our quarterback healthy, limit rushes, limit pressures, limit the touches on our quarterback. So hopefully that's the matchup. If we can protect Morton, I think he's going to have a huge day.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tear up their secondary. So if we can protect him, that's the matchup for me.
All right, Joe, you're up, dude.
Are we ready?
We're ready, baby.
Are we ready?
Lay it on them.
Woo!
And they can hear you.
All right, first pick. This is a top 10 matchup. UCLA at Oregon. Ducks started slow against Georgia. They've really come on in these past couple weeks. but my pick is UCLA plus 6.5 at Oregon. This is an undefeated Chip Kelly driven team, and I don't think he gets blown out in his return to Oregon. So for my rookie fans out there, this is Chip Kelly's return home, and I think they cover easily with a chance to win late in the game. What do y'all think of that?
I'm gonna pencil that one in, baby.
And
take
then
it home.
Number 2, I got Texas at Oklahoma State. I think Texas is walking into a trap. They're walking into a trap. This is the last matchup between these two teams since the Texas is leaving. They're walking into a trap. Texas is not a touchdown better than Oklahoma State. If Spencer Sanders plays, which this might be a last-minute bet for you folks, maybe buy a half a point, but I'm riding plus 6.5. They're not a touchdown better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, pre-pod, I saw that spread. I immediately said to Joe, wow, Oklahoma State has to be on the card. And, of course, It was.
Y'all
will laugh as much trash as I talk to UT fans on Twitter, and, I mean, I have been pushing their buttons so bad in the off week, man. I mean, they're in our mentions 24/7. I'll admit I am a little bit worried about UT. I don't think they're going to run the table or anything like that, but I could see them.
They're walking into a trap at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
They're not a touchdown better.
Their ass. Well, that's
Number three. I got Ole Miss at LSU. Ole Miss is undefeated. LSU, they got off slow. They've been really kind of hot lately. I'd take the over 67.5. And they blow over that high number. It's a high number, but they blow over that. Number 4, I got UNLV plus 25.5 at Notre Dame. Notre Dame should not be a 25-point favorite against any team in the FBS. Against any team in the FBS, they should not be a 25-point favorite. Number 5, I have Mississippi State plus 21 at Bama. I said this a couple weeks ago. I think it was actually when Alabama played Texas. Bama should not be a 20-plus point favorite against anybody.
Against anybody. Against a good opponent.
Especially against the Pirate.
Yeah, I could see that. Joe, on the Ole Miss
so Mississippi State covers the 21
or do you take a spread in that as well?
My next one, number 6, I have BYU at Liberty. BYU, everyone was all over them, and then they gave up 644 yards against a bad Arkansas team last year. They're coming back at home for Liberty. I'm taking Liberty plus 7. This is Hugh Freeze's audition for the Auburn job. Let me repeat that. This is Hugh Freeze's audition for that Auburn job. They cover plus 7 with a chance to win late.
Now we're talking, dude. Now we're getting into some analysis. Jobin, I don't know if you heard my question, but I was wondering in the Ole Miss LSU game, did you just take the over or did you have a spread in that as well?
I like LSU to win and cover, but I hit a last minute audible. Okay. I like LSU to cover and win.
I don't know. I might combat that. I like Ole Miss in the plus 2.
Okay, well, fade me. I welcome the haters.
Drive down here and give them a piece of your mind.
And then number 7, I got Syracuse. This is an undefeated team, and you might be looking at me like Syracuse isn't undefeated. Dude, yes, they are.
It's crazy.
They are undefeated.
Yeah,
and they're playing at Clemson to a Clemson team I'm not that impressed with. Plus 13.5. You can buy again. Like with that UCLA and the Oklahoma State, you can buy the half point, but I'm on plus 13.5. I love Syracuse in this spot here. I'm not impressed with Clemson. And then for my last pick, I got Indiana plus 3.5 at Rutgers. This is a scrappy Indiana team. Give me the Hoosiers plus the points in a low-scoring game. I'm thinking 20-17. And that could be either way. But either way, Indiana covers. That could be either way. Rutgers could have 20 and Indiana could have 17. It's going to be 20-17 either way.
Sorry, you're blowing my mind with how great these picks are that I was just like in a fog for a second. Joe, you got to get some light or something.
No, you
man.
might as well hit them immediately.
What?
You might as well hit them immediately. I love this. If CFB memes is in here, I got goosebumps again, and I love it.
CFB memes, baby. No, I'm looking at it right now, man. The chef might get a little squirrely here and throw some picks out too.
Should I move on to NFL?
Yes, roll with the NFL locks. Maybe get a light on.
All right. I got an underdog on the road, plus money, Colts money line at Tennessee Titans. The Titans, they're a fraud. Take the Colts. I know the last 2 weeks they've won in the last couple seconds, but Matt Ryan has kind of turned it around from that dreadful game against the Broncos. Matt Ryan has turned it around. Give me Colts money line, plus money, hit it, and you're going to get plus money from Vegas. Number 2, I got Falcons at Bengals over 47. I see a lot of points. It's the LSU camaraderie. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, they got it together. Falcons are a scrappy team too. They can put up points. Mm-hmm. Marcus Mariota had a hell of a Sunday last Sunday. Over 47, lock it in. And then my next 2 are sleepers. I don't know what Vegas is thinking. These 2 teams are hot. They're hot. Number 3, I got Giants plus 3 at the Jaguars. The Jaguars, everyone hopped up on the bandwagon in the first couple weeks. Giants are a hot team. They've been beaten. They beat the Packers.
Jags lost to the Texans.
They've been playing really good. Jaguars should not be favored against anybody.
They lost to the Texans.
Yeah, exactly. And so Jaguars favored against the Giants? I don't think so, sir.
Not so fast.
Take the points. Take the points. Giants plus 3. That's a gimme. And
y'all remember.
And then my number 4, my next hot team, the Jets. I hate to say it. It's cringy. The Jets are really hot. They're hot.
Jets.
Plus 1.5 at the Denver Broncos, who their coach is about to be fired. Russell Wilson looks like a shell of his old self. And give me the Jets plus 1.5.
People are really upset with him.
Yeah, I mean, let's ride.
Bronco Nation. Let's not ride.
Nation. I suck.
Yep.
All right, man. Hey, that's a hell of a slate.
That's
Joe.
a hell of a slate. Let me go across the pond for a couple picks if you guys want it. Is that?
I think it's time for Lane.
Is that fair?
For Lane to give us his soccer hitters, dude.
I was watching some Premier League today, and I caught Manchester United in a big win over Tottenham. They ended up winning that game 2-0. Could have been 3. My boy Marcus Rashford had a goal saved. It was bullshit. Whatever. Anyways, this coming Saturday, they're playing Chelsea. I like Manchester United plus half a goal in that one. They've kind of figured it out as of late. They benched Cristiano Ronaldo. It's the best thing that's happened to them. They've been winning games. I like Manchester United plus half a goal there. I also like Everton in a pick'em against Crystal Palace. Everton has been kind of back and forth, up and down, not having a great year, but I like them at home against Crystal Palace in a pick'em game. Take Everton. Let's see, what else do we have here? Where's my boy West Ham? Okay, there's West Ham. Minus 1.5. I mean, minus 1 actually, not the half. Against Bournemouth in London at West Ham. Hammer the Hammers.
Bournemouth.
There's your slate.
I love it, man. It all looks good. Now we're going to get into the Big 12 Pick'em. Y'all follow the Chef account on Twitter. I'm going to put out my, again, third, what they're calling
the real
great teaser of our time. And then I'm also going to be giving y'all my my college football slate. I've been on fire, but I haven't had time to to prep and get those out to you on this episode. However, even though I got a fresh cut today, y'all see the peaky cut going on. I'm
Very
still
Brandon Morton of you.
Dude. Some say Baron Morton, he copped that from me. Despite having the brand new haircut, at the end of the day, I'm only one thing, man. And that's just a master chef. I'm one thing and one thing only. I stay true to who I am at my heart, and that is
Chef Nation.
And that is a Chef Nation. Although I got that. There it is. Okay, we're back. Let's talk about it. Big 12 Pick'em, guys. We're gonna run through these. We got 4 games this week. The biggest one being between Texas and Oklahoma State.
Thank you, Mrs. Chef. Hey, do you mind, or can you turn that off?
Oh, I thought you wanted it
Thanks.
on.
Kansas at Baylor. Baylor -8. I'll start us off, dude, hot. I think Baylor's going to want, they're going to come out fired up. I don't know if they cover in this game. I like Baylor money line, but I think Kansas keeps it relatively close. Give me Kansas covers. Baylor wins the game.
Yep, I have the same pick. Baylor's going to win this game. They're not going to cover the spread, the 8 points. I think Kansas keeps it close, but they don't have enough in the tank to get it done. Another close Big 12 game like we've been seeing all year. Give me Kansas +8, Baylor with the win.
Joe?
Give me Kansas +8 and money line.
Ooh,
he
I
loves
like
it.
it.
I don't really like Baylor that much.
I'm immediately scared now, and I'm questioning if I need to change my pick.
Oh,
Joe,
I don't like
loves to
Baylor
stir
that
the
much.
pot.
I love
Baylor
it.
hasn't proved anything to me.
Well, their
I
quarterback
agree.
is.
They did just lose to the worst team, in my opinion, in the Big 12.
Actually, I can't talk too much trash on Shapen because they threw for like 400 yards against West Virginia. So
Against a real defense, though, that guy ain't doing shit.
get a real job. Do it against a
Give
real
me
defense.
Kansas spread and money line. Mark me, book it, Pat, if you hear me.
Take it to the next level, dude.
Take it to the next level.
Take that shit to the next level. I love it. Okay, number 20, Texas. This is the ranked. Oh, actually, no, TCU, Kansas State, because the Big 12's just covered up in talent right now. Number 20, Texas at number 11, Oklahoma State. Y'all discussed it earlier. UT -6.5. I can't believe I'm going to say this, man. I think UT goes on the road and wins, dude. I think they get it done. I got UT covering and I got UT money line. I think that they bounce back. Oh, the Astros must have just done something good. Spencer Sanders was a little banged up. I think that loss that they suffered against TCU was so deflating. I mean, you saw they're kicking their ass up big to come back and lose in double overtime. That's the kind of loss that just rocks you to your core. Whatever that dude for the Cleveland, I mean, running around. I mean, that's the kind of thing that sticks with you at night, keeps you up at night.
Hell no.
And this is ironic because I have been going to war for us against UT on Twitter. I mean, I am down to give their fans smoke at all times of the day, nonstop. Like, come at me. I'm gonna talk trash to you on Twitter. Like, I'm not afraid to take on Longhorn Nation when it comes to Twitter. But
Good.
I think their team's decent, man. They lose one later on, maybe to Kansas State or something. I think they would beat Oklahoma State.
Not so fast, Chef. I agree with you. Their team is decent, but they're not going to Stillwater and getting a win. I think Oklahoma in the spread, and I like Oklahoma money line. Look, UT is a good team. I'm not disagreeing with that. I think Oklahoma State, if Sanders plays, they're the better team. I like Oklahoma State at home to win this game and cover the spread.
I'm with Lane, man. I think Texas is a bunch of frauds. Quinn Ewers, everyone's like throwing in their Heisman bets for Quinn Ewers. He's not that guy.
No.
He's not like
Give me
whoever he thinks
Oklahoma
he is,
State.
Rick
I already
Wayne.
gave it on my card +6.5, and give me money line. Texas is
Good,
done.
Jobin.
They're done. They're
I
done.
love it. Hey,
Fade Chef.
Hey, you better take another Rumple shot, man. You're getting me hyped
that's
up.
the end of my bottle.
Okay. I'll tell you this. Lane is absolutely right. Whoever Quinn Ewers thought he was, Baron Morton actually is. If he would have been starting at the beginning of the season, God only knows what we have seen from that young man to this point. Okay. Number 17, Kansas State at number 8, TCU. TCU -3. This is one Vegas thinks is going to be a bit of a tightrope.
This is tough.
I'm going to let you start.
I mean, you got to buy the hook on this game, whichever way you go.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough call to make. I think TCU is going to get it done because they're at home.
Yeah, because
the biggest thing is they're at home, so I think TCU wins this game, and it's probably, 3.5 is so hard to take, but
they should not have beat Oklahoma.
You know what? I'm going to take TCU in the spread on this one.
And money line.
And it makes me sick. It makes me sick because I don't know if they're going to cover the 3.5. You might buy the hook
and just
3.
Betting on TCU makes me
my
sick
word,
in
Pat.
itself.
Give me TCU
Man
money
my
line
word.
and spread.
Uh-oh. What? Did you see a bear?
No. I'm going to throw this mic in the river because it's useless.
Throw this mic in the river? Joe, you just bought that.
No, man. Hold on to it. One day we'll get it figured out.
Check the chat.
I know. I saw the chat, but dude, we'll get it fixed, man.
Okay.
Hey,
Unless you
y'all.
just want to buy another one.
Hey, if
It's
you
gonna
guys
have
like
to
the sound
jump through
quality,
water damage.
subscribe and hit us with a like right now.
Okay. Give it. What's the next pick?
We're still at 197, guys. I mean, come on. We need those 3. Go talk to your mom. Go
next
talk
pick?
to your dad. Go talk to your little sister.
297.
297. Talk to your little sister. Get us those 3 subscriptions to 300. We can do it before this episode's over. Come on, baby.
Y'all gonna do the picks?
Catherine's pumped. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take, TCU is lucky in this game that they're at home. I would ride K-State. This is one of those I think the home team's going to get it done. You know what? What the hell? I mean, Mrs. Chef is just losing it down there. The Astros. Oh, daddy likey, dude.
2 straight
Let's
home
go.
runs. We love to hear it.
Chef likey, baby. Astros. And
Daddy
guess
like.
who took the Astros money line? The Chef. Dude, we are.
Oh, I took them
What's the
freaking
score?
+1.5. I took them -1.5.
I mean, are we hot or are we hot, dude? We're on fire right now. You can't put us out with
I
a
don't know
fire
if you saw
extinguisher, dude.
I don't know if you saw my account.
a real
but
man takes
we've been
-1.5.
doing
You couldn't
good.
hose us down right now. We are flaming hot, dude. We are on fire, coloring up nonstop. I love it. Okay,
Get back to your picks, my
where
friend.
was I?
TCU.
I blacked out after we're flaming hot.
K-State at TCU.
I'm changing my mind.
What's the number?
I'm changing my mind. And here's why. I'm sitting there going, whoever's the home team's going to win this game. TCU at home is not that big of an advantage. Their stadium's tiny. They don't show out. Their fans are whack. You know what? Give me undefeated number 8, boo-hoo, Cry Me a River in Fort Worth. I'm taking the Cats, baby. I'm riding with those wheat farmers up there in Kansas. I want them +3.5, and I'm taking them money. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a money line. But they also, in turn, then cover the spread too.
Okay. Well,
I think TCU wins by a touchdown. TCU wins by a touchdown.
TCU by a tutty,
Fade.
which means they cover.
Fade big pig.
So take my pick in. They cover and money line TCU. Book it. It's
Good,
easy.
Joe. Man.
Hashtag fade big pig. All right, last but not least.
Hey, if you faded me, then you've lost a lot of money these past couple weeks.
Hey, you forget, man. We're both on a tear right now.
But
Although I
all
will
your
admit,
picks I gave to you.
some of them, yeah, some of them. Those college ones though were just the chef specials, baby. I will admit, I don't get as hot as our boy Big Pig, but when it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. And right now we're cruising to
Yep.
A bruising.
We're all
cruising to
making
some
money, and
financial
that's all that
success.
counts.
We're
We're all
cruising.
making money, and that's all that counts.
That's it, baby. We're cruising to some financial success. Okay, game of the week for us, for all the followers on the RIP. Texas Tech, or West Virginia at Texas Tech. Started at 7. It's at 6.5 now. Look, I said it earlier. I think Baron Morton has a field day. I think this is a coming out party at home starting for him. We're coming off of a week, or for his first start, I should say, coming off of a week of rest. We've had time to get healthy, time to rebuild, time for our coaching staff to key in on this matchup. Graham Harrell, he loves us so much. His heart belongs to Texas Tech. He's not going to give us his best shot. He's going to ease up a little bit. He's going to call some open the Red Sea quarterback draws. Don't be surprised if you see Harrell doing a under center quarterback draw on 1st and 10. Like, that's how much he loves Texas Tech. Give us the dub, and we win by 13. No, you know what? We win by 2 touchdowns at least. Tech covers, and we win money line, baby.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech big in this one as well. I agree with everything Chef had to say. Give me Texas Tech. Money line, give me Texas Tech -6.5. I think we win by 2 to 3 scores.
Yee. Joe, finish it off, man.
I think Texas Tech wins money line. I said this in my picks. I don't think we cover. Sadly, I just don't see it. I think
What a shit way to end the pod.
Dude!
No. And this is just my honest opinion. I think it's a weird game where there's like some field goals. I think we win by 5.
Really? We get a safety maybe?
I think we win by 5.
Terrible.
No, it just adds up weird. I don't know if we get a safety, but
Something.
I think we win by 5, and something weird happens where we don't cover.
I'm hammering a prop bet Tyree Wilson gets at least 1 safety.
Max, no, I'm putting
That better be at plus 50,000.
No, and not only that, I'm putting a unit on it. I'm putting a full unit. Okay,
Well,
as we get
and then I changed my opinion. Now I'm rooting for the boys.
Yeah, let's go. All right, in today's Power Hour, I did not forget, believe it or not, we're going back. We're going to read the, West Virginia Hate Week comments of why, give us your main reason of why you dislike West Virginia. And we have some doozies. So, Lane, if you don't mind grabbing that mic, we'll get it queued up.
Mike.
Yeah, right here, or that speaker, I mean. And then we'll get out of here. Okay, this one comes from account John Denver went to Tech. So this dude really committed to West Virginia Hate Week and like full blown changed his whole username, his whole persona to let West Virginia fans know John Denver went to Tech. They suck butt. He said they complain. I agree with this. They complain about penalties in basketball while knowing full well that their entire scheme is based on fouling. That's true, dude.
True story.
I hate their fans on Twitter after basketball games. Dude, yeah, you guys got the calls. Like they do the old Yates for any Texas high school basketball fans. The old Yates method of you can foul every single time up the floor. You put the ref in a situation where they literally cannot call it every time, or the game will last forever. Bob Huggins knows what he's doing there. This one comes from the Ramblin' Raiders correspondent, campus ambassador, content creator, Mia herself said that their players are some of the most disrespectful players I've encountered in the Big 12. I'm not sure if football guys are specifically like that, but their basketball players have been the worst. I remember they were doing some, weird like hand signs and motions to some of our student section last year during the Texas Tech home basketball game against West Virginia. So Lane's working on our speaker right now. Great comment by Mia. Thank you for that. Nathan Wood, and I need Lane for that one, so I'm going to hold off. Rooster J. Cogburn says, small up in West Virginia, not only are they hammering and cranking the moonshine, small gene pool created by procreation with close relatives. He hit him there. He hit him high. He hit him low.
That's a low blow.
He hit him right in the baby maker, dude, saying that they layeth with their sister Edith, dude. They lay with their sister Edith. Okay. Jeffrey, what up? Jeffrey says they lost to Pitt. Oh, this is another good one. They lost to Pitt opening of the season and cost me money in the office pool against some Pitt grads. They are dead to me now. That's the worst offense you can ever do.
Yep.
That's
hey,
terrible.
I got one. Are you done?
This is the last one. Some dude just put Kevin Pittsnoggle. And he, dude, cost us what? I mean, we went to the Sweet 16 with Bobby Knight. Lane and I remember that because we're some real ones when it comes to Texas Tech fandom. Back in, I think that was 2005-ish.
That's why I really hated Bobby Huggins.
Oh, my God, dude. And we should have beat them and gone to the Elite Eight. Kevin Pittsnoggle went off. I knew Lane would appreciate that one. All right.
Hey, I got one.
Closing remarks. Joe, what do you got?
Back on the Twitter comments, there's one from Der Wake. He said their fans smell as bad as their mascot.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I really like that one.
No, I think I'm already connected. Okay. Hey, you're right, Joe. I cannot leave that one off as well. All right, boys. Well, we've given predictions. It's been a great live show of the RIP. I'm glad thanks to the chat, we got the mic situation figured out. Completely took it away. Now y'all can hear Joe and the boys are back, baby.
Hey, don't forget, any Lubbock listeners, me and Jay will be in attendance in Lubbock, looking to party, looking to rip shots. I'll go to Raider Bar. I'll go to Chimmy's. I'll go to PM. I'll do whatever. Right?
You'll be at Jags.
We're gonna be
at Jags.
We're gonna be partying.
Why not?
Whoa. We're gonna be partying. We're gonna be having a good time, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna have like the OG, like Mr. Father Chef.
Father Chef will be there.
We're gonna have Papa Chef there in attendance. We're all gonna be having a blast, guys. I cannot emphasize enough how much I am so excited to get back to Lubbock, get back to the Dirty 806, and just hang out with the greatest people, God's people on this earth, man. And that's Texas Tech Red Raiders. We love you guys. And with that,
a message from Fire.
Oh, with that, you're going to hear a YouTube ad. This is a good reminder, actually. Remember to subscribe, guys. Wait, hey, did we hit subscription? $2.97. What did I tell y'all? Call your mom, call your dad, Call your little sister, your little brother, whoever. Get them to subscribe.
Hey,
I know we can get to 300.
While we're killing time, can I talk about Papa Chef?
Dude, yes, please.
He showed up one time when we were at Capstone Cottages, and me and Lane, both of our cars were totaled, and all he asked for was one ride to the Pike Lodge. He just wanted one ride. So if you show up to the Pike Lodge, find Papa Chef, and I guarantee it will be a grand old time, and he might even buy you a Raider bomb.
Oh, he might.
Oh,
hey,
yeah,
don't
he will actually.
Hey, don't start that frat talk now, man. Now you know where the frat vibes come from. It all started with Papa Chef.
Just a bunch of bros.
Just a bunch of bros. I love you, bros. Y'all are great. You know, we're going to continue to put out this great content. We got a lot of things in the works. Ramblin' Raiders aren't going anywhere. The RIP's not going anywhere. Remember to subscribe. Tell people to subscribe. I know we can get to 300. Hit us with that like button. Leave a comment, and we're going to have a great week, y'all. We're going to be riding high in Lubbock. Just super excited. And then also, never forget, early shout out, happy birthday, James, coming up. We're going to get that dub tomorrow in the Gus League, then celebrate at B-Dubs. Also, ride with the boys. Guys, we have been just unsanctimoniously hot, man.
We're scolding.
Yeah, we're untouchable right now.
We're like those
leave it on one thing.
In House of the Dragon. You touch them, you're just scolding hot.
Yeah. Oh, God. He's got what?
If you see me tweet #Unity hit, please hit it.
You
And
match
I'm
it
looking
with
out for
everything
you.
you have.
I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for you. Please hit it. We have been scolding hot. 4-0. Man, when I post a Unity hit, you know that I'm ready for action.
Hit it with your heart. Hit it with your soul, man, because hit
it with your mortgage. Hit it with your child's. Hit it with your child's education fund. Hit it with your everything you have. Get liquid.
Bet your child's education fund on it, baby. That's right. That's the guarantee of the Unity hit. Keep your guns up high, boys. We're going to have a great week. We out.